Hi, today we're going to take a look at Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. As you have probably noticed on this channel before, I do collect Hot Rod figures. He's up there with Sunstreaker and Jazz with the figure I collect the most. And I wasn't really going to get this figure. I'm not a big fan of Studio Series figures. For me, the quality control has been hit or miss. For every great one, like Earth mode Optimus Prime from Bumblebee, you get the Studio Series Bumblebee, which is a piece of shit. Or Transformers the movie Jazz, you get Dark of the Moon RC triplets. And then you get just the really bland ones that are like the Last Night World War II Hot Rod figure. I'm not a big fan of the Studio Series line. I'm just going to keep stressing that. And you'll hear that through this video, because I actually cuss about this figure. My original part where I did the car mode actually deleted itself. So I am having to redo this. So I apologize if I repeat myself. I'm a wee bit pissed off at this camera for deleting that particular review part. As far as the toy goes itself, it's great. As long as you don't mind stress marks or pieces that pop off or pieces that line up. As you can see here, it is Hot Rod. It is a futuristic sports car based off of a concept car that was never really put into massive production. And it looks nice. It does have visible head. I think you're supposed to turn it around. I really don't care. He's not staying in car mode. But it is nice. It is a very nice car mode. The transformation sequence is very reminiscent of cross between Power of the Primes and Titan's Return. There are a lot of pieces that are very, very tight that don't really fit well together, but it does look nice, and it is a fantastic, fantastic toy. Is it worth $38? I don't think so. But if you are a Hot Rod collector, you gotta get it, only because it comes with the Matrix, and I'll show you that later in the video as well. As far as accessories go, he does come with... I don't use them. In fact, I've read that they might actually destroy the plastic of the actual toy itself. A lot of the blast effects, from what I'm understanding. I don't use them anyways because they fall off, they disappear, and it drives me nuts when I can't find something. They, of course, would plug in to the end here or to the guns. He comes with guns. He comes with 2 guns, just like the original Hot Rod figure does. And you can plug them in 2 spaces. You either plug them up here, or you can plug them down on the engine block. I'm going with the engine block because it reminds me more of the real Hot Rod figure. Granted, it does look awkward and weird. This also would attach to them, but as I'll show you later on the video, he's already getting stress marks. They don't line up the best, and it definitely is ruined with parts there. But as you can see, it is a Hot Rod figure. It looks good. Now, I'm not going to get out the council of Hot Rods that I've gone out for the previous videos. And the reason for that is they're in storage right now, including my Masterpiece figure, and I don't really feel like digging them out. But I will show off real quick, just comparison with the commemorative Hot Rod figure, just to show you what we're looking at here. Now, as you can see, the commemorative figure is bigger, not by much, but bigger. This is a rare example of doing something better than a modern toy. If you look on the back, yes, you see the feet. Back of him, you see the whole fucking leg. And this is where I'm disagreeing with a lot of the other reviewers. Everyone's calling this the end-all be-all, the ultimate Hot Rod figure, the best Hot Rod figure, hands down. I disagree. I disagree immensely. I love it. It's the best for the studio, for the price point. I don't like it. Again, there's pieces that don't line up right. There's stress marks already. There's gonna be parts that break off if you repeatedly transform this. And then this just drives me nuts. I'm not hating the figure. It's definitely going to be up on display. I'm just not going to show him off in car mode at all. I'm not a fan of this car mode. I mean, it looks good. It is probably the best that we have for the price point, as I've said like 10 times in the past 5 minutes. But you can see pieces that aren't supposed to be seen. Things don't line up. You've got the legs just popping out. As far as I'm concerned, the best price point car mode altogether is going to be the Power of the Primes hot rod. And that's the part where you detach it. I'm not hating it, but again, it isn't made to show off this mode. It's made to show off robot mode. And I'm going to show that to you. Now, transformation, I don't really transform things on this channel. Not live, at least. But there are a few things to talk about. This is very, very reminiscent of the Titan's Return hot rod, especially with how the legs transform and how this piece here transforms. But first, we're going to talk about this. Hi. So this next thing I want to talk about real fast is the assembly here, where the tail fin plugs into the legs. It's held on by these two little tabs, just like the Power of the Primes one. You can't really see them being there, but there they are. And they do slot into these tiny little holes. And I'm very worried because of the way that they line up that multiple transformations are going to cause stress marks or breakage points. So I do want you to be aware of that before you transform them, before you get this. That is a quality issue that I'm very worried about. And I don't even like transforming my Power of the Primes figures because of that either. But, alright, so that's the first thing I want to talk about. And let me show you the next. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about here is the whole chest transformation. And I do really dig this. So, of course, you're going to bring this down, bring his head up. And then I tilted it backwards. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that or not, but I like it. The arms are very stiff parts here, so be very careful. But what you do here, let's just come up here real fast. You flip this up. You flip these in. Now, I've already had these pop out, but so be careful. But then you fold this, and then, like I said, it looks like you get the chest, but it really isn't. You're going to fold him down some more. Try to bring the arms out of the way. And you're going to fold this in. Right? It's weird. He has two chests, but they both look good, and I really wish that you could somehow switch them out. It'd be a really cool gimmick. But, hey, it is what it is. I wasn't lying about pieces popping off. This just literally slid off right after I showed it to you. Yeah, it's a Studio Series figure. So now we have him in his robot mode. As you can see here, he looks like Hot Rod. This is definitely the mode that really, really sells the figure. And it's definitely the mode that you can tell they built him around. Let's go ahead and pull in that look here. He looks like a young warrior. Not exactly cartoon accurate, but it is a damn good head sculpt. It's on a ball joint. Can't really tilt. Can a little bit, but not really down. He does, of course, come with an extra set of visors, so he has the cool goggles look. His arms are formed really coolly by having this part here. Turn around and you can attach it and reattach it, and it just plugs into the underneath here. It looks like Hot Rod. It's got some good articulation. He can kick out. He can kick about that far back. I have, of course, the weapon display here, so you can see just how they store. Can do the splits. He's got ankle tilt. It can go forward a little bit. Can't really go backwards because of how that transforms. But it is a damn good figure. And he definitely sells the robot mode, like I said. And it's good. It is fantastic. It is definitely better than the Masterpiece toy in some regards, and in some regards it's not. For me, the fact that he doesn't have those weird shoulder flaps, I really dig. But of course you can see the whole arm transformations popping up there. So it's not perfect either, but so far it is the perfect Hot Rod. Real quick, talking about this. You can already see I have a stress mark going just from trying to plug that in. Don't do that. It'll break it. Not too happy about that. And again, Studio Series figures, for me, have been very hit or miss with regards to quality. And even in the same toy, the quality can vary very fast depending on the product piece. And for that, it is specifically the fact that there are 2 points I'm already aware of that there are going to be some stress issues. The transformation from the car mode for where the hood sits and the weapon storage. And I'm probably not going to use that blade anyways. It's big, it's awkward. I'm not going to really use it. I'll put it into storage with all my other weapons so I don't lose it. But it is kind of cool. He does come with those really cool features. And he does come with a couple more, which I'm going to show you off in just a second here. I'm trying to get my Generation 1 Hot Rod transformed, and parts of him are sticking. And again, that's only the Encore version from, or commemorative version from, what, 2002? But just to show you the difference here. This one, of course, looks much more like the character. This one, oops, not fully transformed. Of course, is based off of the earlier designs. But as you can see, he is slightly taller, not by much. Of course, far less articulation because it's a Generation 1 toy. But let's talk about what he can do and what he comes with. We already talked about the fact that he has the flip-down visor, just like the Masterpiece figure. A lot of this is identical to the Masterpiece figures, except he doesn't come with his fishing rod. But the accessories are cool. To plug in his... Sorry, I don't know what is going on with my throat while I'm doing this. Come on. I'm trying to find the release point here to show you. Alright. Turn this up. I said turn up. You know, just because I'm trying to film, the toy wants to act up. Let me go ahead and pause and get that out for you. So as you can see here, I have this attached, and what it is this whole arm assembly turns around, has this port that is slightly too small, and voila, Hot Rod can now cut cup free. And you can do the same over here. You gotta unplug the arm, separate it. Again, when the camera's not on, it does it instantly. Soon as you turn the camera on, I just don't know what it is. It's like the toy itself gets stage fright, which is probably the next Toy Story movie idea. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, that would be a nice movie, wouldn't it? Hey, we got toys who get scared when it's time to play and fall apart. I'd watch it. I don't think Disney would want to sell it. Hey, our toys are defective. But, hey, it is what it is. Again, I don't know what's wrong. As soon as I take it off camera, it transforms perfectly. I don't know. But he does come with the welder. Yay, big whoop. Oops, his whole head part came undone. But as you can see, it's stupid little gimmicks that he has. But it looks cool. Of course, I like the goggles. Dorkimus Prime is what I like to nickname them. Seriously, what the fuck is going on? Everything goes wrong when you try to do these videos. You can rehearse it, you can play with it 100 times before then. The minute you try to do a video, the toy just doesn't want to cooperate. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to get him back into the basic mode, and we're going to show off the coolest feature he has. It's a really fun one that you can incorporate into play mode or display mode, as I'm going to have him. Speaking of display, you can see the background here, because it is a Studio Series figure. It comes with that simple background, and this time it is, well, not simple, dynamic background. This time it's the innards of Unicron, where he, of course, picks up the Matrix and goes full fucking Super Saiyan and transforms into Rodimus Prime. Yes, I know Transformers movie existed before Super Saiyans. Shut up. See how easy it is? I don't know why I want to be a fucking bitch, but it did. But as you can see here, the hands can actually open and close, which is cool. Not something you see on a lot of toys lately. And the reason they can open and close is he comes with one last little accessory. Let's go ahead and try to get... he doesn't need the guns now anyways. Be gone, guns, be gone. Come on. Again, these, where the arms twist, very, 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 very tight, which I like. Not for any perverted reasons, but because it means they're actually put together, hopefully, well. Again, I'm not a big fan of the pseudo-series figures in general. Alright, so he comes with his Matrix. Well, it comes with the Matrix. And, of course, you can't transform him into Rodimus Prime, but he does come with it. You can hold it. I said you can hold it. You can actually grip it. You can pose it. You can make him look dynamic. It looks really cool. Go ahead and center him real quick. And this is the only blast effect I actually like. Again, I don't use blast effects. From what I've read, they can actually damage the plastic of the actual figure, so I'm not even going to keep this one out. But I will just for the photo that I'll do with it. As you can see, he's holding it up. This we'll tab on. Enjoy the background there. Come on. I don't know what it is about this figure today. Again, played with them all last night, no issues. The minute I try to record, nothing wants to stay still. Everything wants to pop off. Stress marks happen. But now, with that accessory, he can light up our darkest hour. He's the Duracell of the Transformers universe. And again, it's good. I like it. I dig it. This is a really cool effect. Let me raise the camera here just a little bit, just so you can get a little bit more of a view. It's really cool, and it's going to look cool displayed if I choose to keep that accessory out. I probably won't. Again, it is a good toy. It is probably the best Rodimus toy, Hot Rod toy rather, that they've made so far. Car mode, I'm not the biggest fan. Robot mode, as you can see, it looks good. It definitely looks more like Hot Rod. And he doesn't have that annoying backpack or the weird shoulder gaps that the Masterpiece toy had. But as far as the two the robot modes go, I still prefer the Action Master despite all those grievances. Although this one will be the one out on display, obviously, because it definitely looks like the character. Vehicle mode, like I said, it's the best vehicle mode so far for a Hot Rod figure. With the exception of the Masterpiece, which is just perfect. But it looks great. It is definitely the best for the smaller price point. If you don't have the Masterpiece figure, this is the one to get. If you do have the Masterpiece figure, you might want to get this one as well. The only thing missing, of course, is the fishing rod. Again, great figure. If you need to buy it, pick it up. I found this at Target here in my hometown that I'm currently living in. But you can find him. He's on a lot of different stores. And thank you for watching. Hit like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.